I've mixed up 3 separate stains at different strengths, as you can just see here. Now it's important when you're doing this step to use a measuring device of some sort. So I've just used a measuring spoon here, and I've applied the first container straight, the second has, it's about a 50-50, and the third has 3 level teaspoons of methylated spirits to 1. So what I've done is then test those stains on a scrap piece of wood here. Now I don't have mahogany, unfortunately, which is a shame, but this is just a scrap piece of ply, and it should give us enough of an indication. I'm thinking that's a little too dark. What I'm actually leaning more towards is probably the 3rd or 4th, with possibly the 4th. So I think that's what I'll go with. I think that's a little more subtle, but it's giving me that nice golden color that I think will really accentuate these this spalted maple figure really well. So fortunately for me, I've mixed up enough product. Now if you haven't, you really do want to make sure you've mixed up enough product before you start staining. The last thing you want to do is run out halfway through and then try and match your ratios again. Now the second thing I need is some sort of application device. So you can use a brush, you can use steel wool, you can use sandpaper, very high grade sandpaper. What I like to use is a rag. It allows me to press the stain into the grains a little better, I find. So what I normally do is just take a piece of cloth like this, and I'd fold the frayed edges inward. So just so we don't have any possibility of any fibers from those frayed edges going onto the surface of the guitar. Once that's done, it's folded up into a workable square like this, and get some stain on the rag. And I might start with the back first on this one, and simply start applying, working with the grain. So I'm going to apply this fairly quickly. Being an alcohol-based stain, it's going to dry quicker than a water-based stain. Now I'm working with the grain obviously as well, and it's going on really nicely. Okay, so I've got the LPJ back on the bench, ready for the top coat, which we'll now do. So just same as the back and sides. I'm just wetting my rag, working right across. Now, this top isn't grain filled, so it's going to definitely soak up a little more of the finish, so we'll need to really work into the grain.